Ooh, what have I got here now? Big, 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 really big. I like big. 1/25th scale. Okay, this kit is nothing fantastic. It's an older kit. It's been around for a while, but it's a Panther. I haven't had a Panther in my collection yet. And yeah, it's motorized, but hey, I got it for a good price. I'm not going to complain about it. And it's got a lot of wonderful features and would be perfect to chase my cat around the house with. So let's take a look inside of the box. Oh, yeah. Quick view of the side. Yeah, it's got fully workable suspension. It's got lots of neat details. It's got lots of things in multiple languages. What it doesn't have is photo etch, and you'll see that soon enough. It's missing a lot of things. All of these things can be gotten elsewhere. First off, instructions. Instructions, nice, easy, focused. Plain paper, printed in a weird green, and not a booklet fold out. But no steps are cluttered, fairly easy to figure out. You have the buildup of the remote controller. Nice thing about it is it gets attached to the bottom of the hull with a plug. Yay, you don't have to have it on there if you don't want it, if you're not driving it. The instructions are very clear. There is not much to this kit. You can't screw it up, in all honesty. Suspension is a fully working torsion bar suspension. I have heard from others that it's not very stable, but for indoor usage, no problems. Plastic gears, you'll see those in a second. No batteries within the model. As I said, it gets plugged into the controller from the outside. Very nice. And easy enough to probably remote control it or radio control it, excuse me. I have heard, though, from East Coast Armory, he says these motors put out a lot of frequency problems, so you have to change them out for something better shielded. The tracks are a simple clip together. They should hold up quite well as long as you don't go through heavy carpeting. And the detail is satisfactory. Not good, two-piece gun barrel. And it's hard to find. You can find for the Tamiya 125th a metal gun barrel. I'm not worried about it. I'll put up with that. You'll see it's not that complicated. And basically, the kit goes together relatively quickly. There are no color callouts. Sprue map. Sprue map. As you can see, there isn't much to it, but you do get two figures. Isn't that nice? And as I said, there's not much in the sprue map. There's not much to this kit, but it's still not bad. And for price, you can get them around 40 euros for a 1/25th scale. Find a Tamiya kit in that price range. So, starting off, the hull. Yeah, the upper hull. Nicely detailed. In fact, let's see how nicely detailed. I don't know why I didn't open up this part. I opened up everything else. It has, if this will focus, weld details. Not bad. Upper hull, okay, those weld details could be a little bit better, but they're still there at least. The texture is fairly smooth. There's a bit of the welding details here too on the front. Hello. Ah, yeah. Trust me, it's there. Grill work in the back, it looks okay. This is more of a toy than anything else. It's not bad. I'm not going to complain. And considering the size of it, whoa. And this is nice. This is nice and big. Very nice. Set that to the side. Two men. Yay. Yeah. Yeah. A face only a mother could love, as far as I'm concerned. The details are soft, but they're still decent. The lower hull. A nice single-piece tub, relatively stiff plastic, not brittle, with structural supports within the inside. Outside, no detail whatsoever. Obviously, because here you've got your starter switch, you've got your screws that hold the thing down. Here you have the mounting point for the plug for your remote control. Otherwise, nothing to write home about. It's functional. There are two of these sprues here. These are the road wheels. Fairly good detailing. Could be a little bit better around the bolt holes. I don't see any retaining clips or anything like that. The drive sprocket is fairly soft. And considering this is actually supposed to be driving, the vehicle across carpeting and things like that, I'm wondering how long those teeth will hold up, because they look fairly small and fairly weak. Otherwise, details for the caps on the wheels looks good. There is no inside detail on the wheels. There are lots of ejector pin marks, but you won't see those anyway. Not bad. Turret. The turret is rough textured, has weld marks, as you can see. Hello. Yeah. Cupola detailing, nothing fantastic. Holes for the ports. If I'm not mistaken, there are no clear plastic parts. Here you have the motor and transmission and your remote control. And an interesting picture with some kind of development of the different types of tanks. This shows all the different types. 4, 6, 6, 2, and the Yak Tiger. And then you've got on this side Panzer 1, 2, 3, 5, and Stug. And the Yak Panther. Nice. Important? No. Oh. Well, no. This transmission is not high quality. It's gonna work, but probably not long. Still, I like the function of it. A bag of individual tracks. It's the only thing that got me to get this. The tracks are fairly well detailed, but they do not have lightning holes, and they only clip together. But they are pre-cleaned. I'm not seeing any sprue gates or odds and ends hanging off the back. More parts for the remote control. A decal sheet! Yay! Wow. Isn't that nifty? Numbers, a few markings. It'll work. It's from Academy. It'll work. They're not thick, in fact. They're actually... okay, they're a little glossy, but the... oh, now I see it. The transfer film is completely from 1 to 0. Every one of these number rows is one decal. You will have to cut them out to separate them. That's not nice. At least the German crosses are separate and the unit insignias are separate. They are not very thick. They look fairly good. I'm going to leave this one in the plastic. These are a poorly molded MG 34 or 42. I always confuse them. A very easy to assemble jack. A supposed fire extinguisher. There are no tool clamps visible here. They all just kind of plunk on. You're going to have to make your own out of photo etch. The final drive units don't look bad. The toolboxes, very soft on detail, no detail on the covers. The exhaust parts are at least pre-drilled. That's one nice touch. Plastic tow cable and antenna. I can't complain about that. Part of the suspension pieces. Some other odds and ends for the suspension there. Those are bump stops. Not bad. This piece here, the retainer for the exhaust pipe, actually does not look that bad. Considering it's in plastic, it's fairly thin. It'll work. Yeah. Here we have the two-piece gun barrel. And, well, okay, it's straight. I won't complain about that. Rear port of the hull. Front part of the gun mantlet. You can tell it's an early version because it doesn't have the lower lip on it. The lower part of the turret with turret retaining clips. I don't like those, but, well, it'll work. But nothing spectacular, nothing fantastic. And this here, your rear plates, the ends and the middle for your bore cleaning rods. Part of the, if I'm not mistaken, the machine gun port in the front. Your hatches, handles. Okay, these handles are nice. Those almost look like grenade launchers. Here we have another machine gun for the bow mount, if I'm not mistaken. And on this side, we have final drive gearing and the torsion bars. The torsion bars are quite stable plastic. I would say, though, be careful with them because they will not put up to too much stress over long periods of time. And last but not least, a tube of glue. Well, I don't think we need this, but it was nice. So, final opinion. Academy's 1/25th scale motorized Panther. It's okay. It'll be a quick, easy build. It'll be a nice big build, and like I said, I can chase my cat with it. Oddly enough, this is something I just noticed. It shows a late Panther's road wheels on this box. Yet, as you noticed, it's not. Those are definitely rubber tires. Oh well, I'd prefer a late, but beggars can't be choosy. Anyway, that's all for me on this kit. You all have a nice day, and see you soon.